The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and the foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it's best to provide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Ystola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in the Foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tartaru can be of assistance as well. Meaning, Brygarn and me get to the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say, what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hilda, a Scion, eh? But there I was, thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. While we could possibly begin sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerby, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh aye, the infamous Lord Menelain de Forton, lover of woman and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Brygarn. He'll be at the Crozier, most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Alright, will do. Grizzled I will accept, but old? How old is he, actually? I'm curious. Thancred. He probably has to be in like his 30s or 40s, I would say. Thancred Waters. Yep. 32 years old. I'm actually his age. He's a Charlayan. Oh no, he educated in Charlayan and earned the Archon's mark. Okay. You're calling a 32-year-old old. Ouch. Ouch, that fucking hurt me. Well, well, if it isn't Brygarn, dearest of all my friends. You're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubted the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Aymric's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man, not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if they were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despotent young maidens. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of those looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help you prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now roll along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon, Brygarn, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I'd reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. He would be like, ah, not again. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, my darling. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was a smoke everywhere. And it was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Wait, why do you have a cutscene? Come, my brothers and sisters. There is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Or Basilica. Helone's blessing be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days. About the Archbishop and Sir Aymeric and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So, the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. He seems a little suspicious. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him. Just like the Archbishop, we probably can't trust him. It was only when I heard the neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. Okay, so maybe it wasn't him. I'm pretty sure he was just giving the people shelter from those who were caught in the fire. Hi, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we were to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymondaud's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how much ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Guardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. You bet your ass he will. There they are. Wait, that's a captive. You mean they caught him already? Oh, the guy that stabbed him, that's right. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Brygarn. I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words, he did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man! You reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me! Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not a very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks! He's the one who told me to keep going! Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I left it behind. Tried to with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me! And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so as long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. That was incredible, Thancred. How did you know he would confess? Well, I have seen his like before. A troubled soul, manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive have called your bluff, must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is, vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it's best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. God. Thank goodness you're here, Thancred. Ah, thank goodness you're here. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Artorial. Are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Amerix in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring his salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. My Lord Artorial did not seem to be the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Yeah, you're telling me. Let's see, fending, or I think I'll go with fending. I still have my warrior class really good. I would want to go back to doing warrior stuff. Especially the quests. As goes light, so goes darkness.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Oh my god. He's already up and kicking. Jesus.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
are healing well. Thank you.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
An armed commander broke
We
in.
were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond.
Wait, it was him, isn't it?
They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
I knew we couldn't trust him. Just by the way he was believing their higher-ups.
Do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
Damn straight. It's like, finally, some action.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms, then, friends. Time is against us.
Also, have I actually been pronouncing his name like Artorial, like the character in Undertale? That's actually funny to me. It's Artorial. That's what it is. Artorial, not Artorial, like the character from Undertale. I knew the moment we talked to him, he was like, come, we must not believe or whatnot and shelter away from the happenings of the Dravanians and the Ishgardians and Sir Aymeric and all that stuff. Is but nothing but spooky stories. It's all fear-mongering. Listen well. We will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thordan VII. Might the same be true to the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it high likely yes, which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Artoiral, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose to not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Aymeric. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. Alone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. I'm sure I'll do fine. Rescue the hostages. 'Twould seem our presence yet goes unnoticed. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks, and subdue the enemy quickly. Like now! Blah! I heard blah, not blah. Would I really consider this spread shot be like, oh, we rescued him. Would that like consider being like fan the hammer or something like that? You must hurry. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simonard. Sir Simonard. So this is indeed work of the Archbishop's servants, or former servants. On your guard, they've sounded the alarm. I will hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go! Ah, the former servants of the Archbishop. Of course. The people who worked with him. Didn't they, like, try to execute us on trial? Like a trial by combat? They tried to do that? Yeah, they do not like us at all. Secure the hostage, Brygar, and leave the others to us. Alright. I guess I'll go it alone. Whoa. Hold on a minute. You know I was ready for that. Oh, hell yeah. You know I was ready for that. I was heated up. They took the others else somewhere. It all happened so quickly. There they are. Let none escape. Oh my god. Look at them go. Keep going. I will hold them here. Not alone you won't, Brygarn. Stay with Sir Aymeric and Lord... This way, to the choir. Oh no, one fell. Alright. This way. Aymeric the Blue. Oh, is he like a blue mage? Oh, that's so cool.
You underestimate me.
Or, I don't think he is. He's probably just a gladiator. Whoa, 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 hold up. Yeah, maybe he's like either a warrior or a blue mage. I don't... What the... Who the fuck made that sound? I don't know if the internet is like blipping it a little bit, but the NPCs were like just it. Sir Simonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ha! The word of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop. Oh god, not these things again. Unlike you, Sir Aymeric, I'm a man of honor. By my hands you shall receive of the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial, then. Lord Artoiro, Brygon, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simonod. But you're still wounded. We can't have the same thing. Oh, what? Yeah, we can't have the same thing happen to Lord Harshfence from before. Yeah, I have Peloton with me. I can just like... Oh, no you don't. On he. Okay, you know what? I'll just leave him here. I got the others to save. I don't have time for this. I had to go save the others. Come on. Okay. Come on. Don't kill him. There we go. I swear to God, if I actually miss another one. Alright. Let's save this guy. I swear to God, if there's another person that needs rescuing. Alright. Now we gotta go back to Sir Aymeric. He should be holding his ground. Alright. Now let's finish this, before the eyes of gods and men. Stand fast, my brothers. Alright.
This knight does not yield.
We gotta save him. As by our brothers and sisters, we must fight. One day, I swear you will. That should be all of him. But now we have to rescue... Oh my god. They just let the lone one here. Fury be praised. Yeah, they just let a lone one up here. You must hurry. The prince took Melee upstairs when we saw you kill the man. Or kill his man. Have no fear, child. We will save your friend. Okay, I think we're good.
Where is he? Where is he?
Where is he?
Come no closer!
You are a madman.
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Oh, that is straight up fucked. Oh my god. Wait. Ooh. Trace Felger with the save.
What? But I...
Or is that Vidofnir?
Vidofnir!
Yeah, that was Vidofnir. That wasn't Trace Felger.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
Well, it was one way or another. I thought she was actually gonna get murdered. Like, my god, man. You see the look on that face? They really, like, made these faces more expressive at this point.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Tracefelger.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Well, it's a start. That's for sure. Can we just eat that heretic? Can we do that? Can we just eat the guy? He's probably been put under arrest now. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well, time scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Aymerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at the Fortalt Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. Oh, is that where he's gonna go? To the Rising Stones? I guess that must be. A moment, Brygarn. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? He held his own in the vault. He got on well enough with Hilda. I'm not sure how to put it to words, but... So you sense it too. A subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his aetheric flow had been irreparably disrupted. Ooh. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. Oh. Was I able to see him do that before? Probably not, eh? It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Agreed. Right then. I should be on my way. Cryo may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last? Ah, okay, so we're all going our separate ways. And I shall rendezvous with our little boy at the Fortaunt Manor. So Alfino or Thancred will be at the Rising Stones with Arianje. Y'shtala will be with Kryl with Master Matoya. And now I'm still here being Master Alphinode's big bodyguard on his little journey. This is not even my journey, this is his journey now. I'm his babysitter.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
Seems a little small on me, isn't it?
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house.
He's getting old, I know it. What?
Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zamail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
A knight lives to serve.
You sound just like him. Aye, I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horschiffon. Will you be a brother to me as well? Come, Manelaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard. To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. be it for weal or be it for woe.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Forton, Heavensward, as goes light, so goes darkness. Wow, that's amazing. I really enjoyed that. Like, I like the narration in between quests. It felt nice. This is thy proof? The Garen oracles? Apocrypha. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning, and of the path we have been set upon. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Gallians are no exception, nor the trade. You know what must be done. Who was that? Do you think that was Ida? Or someone else? No, that's them. Well? Everyone has their orders. The masks will attack as soon as all the units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Ralger, it had better be. Why are you looking down there? Zip that up, please. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, every one. So wait, did they end up in Thanalan? I should know where that is. Alright, so I guess that must have been a big chapter that just ended. So now I think we're getting a bit more focus on finding more of our scions. As it once was. Alfino, Brygarn, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Flamen, Ori Boulder, and Coltonet. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name have been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Lominsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean, and you don't mind being spied on. Quite. But what wonderful news! To think that our reunion is close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alphino. Ah, Thancred and Kryl. What brings you the two of you here? Kryl and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may have found the answer. Oh. Brygarn, when you were fleeing Ul'dah with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, I see no reason to suspect that it is not. it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Brygarn felled the ultimate weapon, and the site of the personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Kryl and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. The two of you, alone? Alphino, phrasing. I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident that there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryl while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Brygarn come along, who will see to Flamin's grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well. I will trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Lominsian docks? Ah, yes, my good homeland. Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Ah, yes, going back to my own homeland. I'm finally going back home. Which means I can use this return. Oh, wait, no, I set it to the Foundation. Never mind. Ah, never mind. I did not set it to Limsa anymore. But holy hell, is it going to be a throwback to coming back here? Like, when was the last time I ever came here? I had to go through so much of, like, my Disciples of Lands and Disciples of Hands, like, class, jobs and classes. Like, I still need to do a lot of that. Ah, here we are. Oh, it's Flamin, that's right. Aw. Oh my god, yeah. These guys don't look like they changed a bit. Oh, Brygarn, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the markets, it was all we could do to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hainish vessel, or Hanish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most. But we made the most of it, didn't we, Coltonet? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust. And with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak to my daughter. Yeah, about that. About your daughter. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Hey, it wasn't my fault. Forgive me. I am sure you were doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be, he watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much and more to be done. The braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit! To the Scions, and a long overdue reunion! Huzzah! Huzzah! A man of quality! Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. Huzzah! A man of quality! Well, at least she's not worrying that too much as a mother figure. He is a master of disguise.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Oh, goodness.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Why are we talking about this now?
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me, it is true, but not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed.
Jesus.
I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every Scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
You know what I'm starting to think, though? Wasn't it, like, Thancred? From what I heard from people's feedback, that they were like, they should have brought back the old voice actor for him. Like, I don't know if it was actually him, but I could have swore from, like, a lot of people, like, hearing a word from my sister say, like, a lot of the voice actors from the Scions after Heavensward got better, except for Thancred. Like, I don't even know if it was Thancred, but I can definitely probably hear it that he probably sounded better in A Realm Reborn. Feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors. Friends and family with whom we have shared so much. Gods help me. But the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Oh, for sure that Grand Theft Auto 6 is Grand Theft Auto 6 is not going to be 20 bucks. Are you kidding me? That thing is sure as hell going to be 90 or up to 100 by the time it comes out. Well, I can definitely see a few recognizable people. Elaine, Ephemy, it fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy. And what of Higuri? She is well, though abroad on the mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. We could do more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions. Brings a... Okay, I gotta do better. Brings a bloody tear to the eye. I worry that Artemis is getting a bit carried away, but I suppose I can overlook it on this occasion. At least you're cautious about him and not like, oh boy, he's a drunk. I had to get a clear burp on it too. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to the faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there is no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least. Though I am happy to oblige you, my legs are rather less accommodating. They are tired. Ochre, what in the seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why, you, brother. You and the Scions, of course. For the 1,000 days I trained, that I might grow as strong as you, and that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me. You trained with the Hanish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. Aye, I have studied the trials of the braves and drunk deep to the souls of mine enemies. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I would join the search. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Papalimo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Yeah. Definitely hope to be there too. Like, I could still remember the first day I ever met you, Tataru, and how you introduced me. I'll never forget that day. The word of the mother. Oh yeah, didn't I get, Didn't I get to... yeah. A white-up Harchefant. Yeah. Also, I have this. Whoa. Oh, they're like rings and shit. Hold up. Ah. Oh, they're augmented. Oh. Oh, that is cool. I got a choker. Then that means I'm at an item level of 250 now. Sweet. The word of the mother. Thancred and Kryl contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castrum Meridanium bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them and Ystala into Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guests of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Are we actually gonna find her? I thought she would be saved for last, I would say. Would it not? Hello guys. Hello gays. Numero 5. My apologies. I see I'm the last to arrive. So what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to have to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the Ultima weapon's destruction. A ripple at odds with the preceding pattern. Or presiding. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Vow, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sidal Aqueducts, or Sildi Aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn, there is no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Ystala used flow, it appeared that not 2, but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Ystala and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. It had to have been Minfilia then. Now recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Ystala's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You're implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia to the compass of my magic, that she might summon her, body and soul, onto the Aetherial Sea? In which case, we must needs continue our search there. For a blessing, the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Anti-Tower, a Charlian construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the Aetherial Sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower? I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition to her aid once again. We're just gonna keep bothering her until she's like, oh, just take everything you need. I'm old enough as it is. Well, I guess it's time to make our journey on foot again.